Come on, man. Minnesota, downtown Minnesota going crazy right now, Kenny.
Man, oh my goodness, man! I tell you, they're gonna burn the streets down. Come on, man.
Who's not running behind him? Yo, who's the guy running behind him?
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man. You cried. To play in, not to play off. Come on, man.
Oh, go ahead. Do your little intro.
You made the play in, not the playoffs. Welcome, everybody. It's another week.
Wagwan.
Another Tuesday. Another sports show. Earth2 Sports Talk with Weds and Mo. I am Mo. And that, my friend, over there, that muted himself.
The lag and the.
Stop muting yourself, my guy. Oh, there you go.
Bro, I'm trying to mess it, but there's a lag and it keep messing me up. I'm working on hotel Wi-Fi here, bro.
Oh, true. My bad. Hotel Wi-Fi. You hear the man? Never at home. Huh.
I mean, what can I say?
Interesting week of football, if you ask me. But before we get to that, a couple things happened this week in sports. I feel like, we should talk. Coach Prime, being the biggest sports news of the week, decided to leave Jackson State, and now is coach for Colorado. How do you feel about that?
What do you think about that, bro? Huh? I was just asking you, how do you feel about it? And you asked me the same question before I could answer.
Let me see. How do I feel about Coach Prime? I don't know. I feel like there's two school of thoughts here, right? Oh man, you came to HBCU, they gave you the shine. No, I don't. You see, I have a problem with that state. Nobody gives primetime Deion Sanders the shine. If you get my drift.
Yeah,
he's Deion Sanders. He's primetime. Like literally, yeah. He had the name. He had the name before he came to Jackson State. I think what the beef is especially because I think the other coach, I forget his name, said he wasn't swag, said he wasn't about the HBCU, said a couple things about him that seemed true because as soon as he gets, an opportunity, he leaves. So he left. And I can't blame anyone for going to make money. That's I can't like they're I don't know how much they were paying him, but they're about to be paying him $5 million. I have zero qualms with that. Make your money, sir.
So at Jackson State, he was making around $300K a year.
That's still a lot more than a lot of people see.
But when you're prime time and you're making $300K a year at Jackson State, and you get offered $5 million somewhere else, yeah, a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's all about the money and blah blah blah." But meanwhile, they weren't the ones doing the work. They were just, "Oh, look at him being so good, working at HBCU." But guess what? Those are the same people where if one job is paying them $50K, the next one is paying them $55. They're like, "Oh, I'm out." So if you leave for an extra 5, 10, 15K, how are you mad at him for leaving for an extra 4.7 mil? All right, I'm not dealing with the hypocrisy because motherfuckers are full of it, and I know this because there's people saying that, or people that I know, people that was criticizing him, or people that I know that for a fact that they've left their jobs for less. So as far as prime time goes. Listen, man, it's a good thing because let's face it, him being at Jackson State not automatically put them at a higher place in the map. So now people actually talk about Jackson State. So now the next person that goes there, they actually think about it and the fact that hey, Jackson State exists. So I got nothing against it, man.
Well, there's an important comment right there. He elevated the HBCU audience exactly because people started going to see those games more because Jackson State was undefeated. Coach Prime was there. Like, he brought excitement to that. He coached them to an undefeated season. He went to a higher tier school. I mean, once you retire from the NFL, those NFL dollars stop. So he basically got an NFL salary with state benefits. And
That's true.
I'm very okay with it. I'm not mad at him. I mean, the way I see it, I feel like it's an audition for a bigger job somewhere else.
Like maybe the NFL.
And even though, quote unquote, he said he's not going to coach the NFL because once players get to that stage and they start making money, I feel like that's fine. I feel like, whoa. I personally don't buy that. Yeah. Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. That's me. I'm sorry. But yeah, what I'm saying is, like, when we get that NFL, I feel like once he gets there, he's gonna start. He's gonna definitely make the jump to NFL. I don't believe that what he was saying.
Just like when he went into Jackson State, he was saying how how it's all about the money, it's all about all these other things and blah blah blah, and then so
just the same way. So that happened.
Yeah.
In baseball,
and also, hold on, before we get to baseball, also, in basketball, Anthony Davis is no longer Anthony Streetclothes Davis. He's just Anthony Davis now.
Oh yeah, I think the street clothes part of his name has been taken off. He's back to just being regular Anthony Davis now.
He's averaging like 30, 15, and 30, 15, and 6 for the last 10 games. So, we're back. Let's go.
And I think it's you see, this is exactly what I feel like LeBron thought he was getting when he was getting Anthony Davis. This is exactly who he thought he was getting. He thought he was going to hang back and let Davis do the work. He thought he was going to let the team run through Davis. I think that's what he wanted initially. That's what he said he wanted. We're going to run the offense through AD. And I think this is finally. It took 3 years later for this to finally happen.
3 years in LeBron injuries, but also. Like, by the way, welcome, Jake. We have to acknowledge you, but we were in the middle of the conversation, so we didn't bother, welcome you into the show.
No, you're good. I was just thinking, Anthony Davis saw Dwight Howard scoring ridiculous stats over there in Taiwan or wherever he's at, and was just like, no, I got to beat him.
No, but the thing is, that's true, bro, because the thing is, Anthony Davis, just now when Mo just said LeBron, that's AD LeBron thought he was getting. He would hang back and let AD take over. But the problem with LeBron is still LeBron. He's such an entity, and because of the way he plays, the game has no choice but to be like centered around him. Because the way his game is, LeBron is like the move you want the ball type of guy. No, LeBron is like, I handle the ball, and we might either stand in spot or move around till I find you. So because of that, guys like AD have a hard time playing with him because AD is not used to moving at the ball either. So now there's two guys who both don't move at the ball on the team. That's why the offense is so stagnant. But hopefully we're going to figure it out. Yeah, so
they're figuring it out, and who knows? Maybe the coach is the right coach for the job because he's somehow getting them to all play together. He's somehow getting Russell Westbrook to be okay coming off the bench. It is a very interesting situation to watch at Lakers. The Phillies just got stronger.
The Philadelphia Phillies.
How do you feel about that?
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that Trey Turner turned down a monster contract from the Padres to go to him?
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. That's what I made sure I brought baseball up because you came on and crap. I gotta talk about baseball now. But yeah, because I was definitely okay not saying anything about baseball. But yeah,
Jake, Jake, man, the man is as American as apple pie in baseball. So you definitely have to,
I wasn't even expecting baseball. I was expecting you guys talking crap about football and how Watson lost to me in fantasy, but it's okay.
And the last thing I want to talk about is, Anthony feels like Philly's overpaid. I kind of think they did a little bit, but I mean, I think when you taste glory and you fall, you tend to make scramble moves, right? You tend, okay, we need to get this piece, because we got to get back there ASAP.
Yeah, but Philly wasn't like one piece away from from the World Series. So it's like that move was just like, you pay that much money? I don't know.
I think we'll see it, during the course of the season, or we'll see it in the playoffs. So that's something I'm paying attention to. Finally, the Rams.
I feel like they overpaid by at least $100 million, because before the winter meetings there was a projection of the top 4 shortstops and how much they were going to make, all that stuff, and people were saying that Trey Turner was supposed to be like $210 million, around $200 million, something like that.
Correct.
So $300 million, way overpaid.
Right. And finally, the Rams claimed Baker Mayfield off waivers. That happened today, and they're gonna pay off his $1.3 million, the rest of his contract. I thought that was interesting, given the fact that the Rams actually do need a quarterback. You know what's funny? I thought he was gonna fall through the waivers and somehow land in Indianapolis, because that's a poverty franchise. But I guess the other poverty franchise, the Rams, picked him up, so that's something. And it's funny me calling the Rams a poverty franchise, given that they just won their Super Bowl. But they're a poverty franchise today. I don't give a shit.
But it's crazy though. Like, I thought for sure the Niners were gonna pick him up because they need a quarterback, because they're down to a third string now.
Right.
I don't even know his name, so it's like I thought they would pick him up because he would be a better fit in the Niners, because Baker can't throw the ball, and Niners don't need to throw the ball. They could just run the ball majority of the time and throw short passes and let Brandon Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel make plays.
That is correct. But do the Niners have the money to pay him whatever was left on his contract?
1.3 million?
Yeah, something like that.
They had the money.
But it's funny Baker keep getting a job. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's funny though that that a team like the Rams, you know what I think the Rams picked him up. The Rams picked him up because they didn't want anyone else that is a contender to get him.
But the Rams are not a contender.
Yeah,
I know they didn't want a contender. They were being petty. They didn't want a contender to get him. That's a petty move, because why are you picking up why do you need you at this point? Just play whoever you have to the end of the season. You don't need to get. I mean, granted, Baker isn't any like special thing right now, but like he goes to a team like the Niners, right? He can game manage. You don't need him to throw the ball 30 times a game. He can game manage, and as you've seen, the Niners defense is getting stronger. They need a game manager, and they can go places. Maybe not Baltimore.
Let me ask you guys this. Is Mitchell back, the Elijah Mitchell, back with the 49ers, or is he still hurt?
He's back.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back. So we saw a couple of weeks ago, CMC can throw the ball, but CMC at quarterback, Mitchell at running back, and you're good.
Stop it. I don't know what you had to drink tonight, Jake. Just stop.
Wait a minute. Let's just change Jake's nonsense for a minute. You put CMC at quarterback, you know quarterback sneaks are automatic from that point on. You know short passes, he could handle that. And of course, RPOs, he'll be great in RPOs. So you put him there, and you have Elijah Mitchell and Deebo, who ran the ball all of last year. Jake might be onto something, man. It's ridiculous.
All right.
Exactly.
Let's keep. I'm not entertaining it. You might as well have Deebo throwing the ball if that's the case. You can entertain it if you want.
Are you saying that because he's on your fantasy team?
No, not really.
No, but also, is Deebo that much worse of a quarterback than Jimmy G? And whoever that third string guy is right now? I don't think so. So, I don't know. Might be an idea.
You know what? Let's move on, man. All right, let's go. Let's recap week 13 of the NFL. 13 of the NFL started with New England and the Buffalo Bills. Wetson, I just want to say something about you, Wetson. You picked against New England. I just want to say that right now. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. I was there. I'm in the pick. What's your point?
All right, cool. Just making sure you know. We all picked the Steelers, so we all have egg on our faces. That was such a hard. It was a difficult game to pick, you know, regardless. So, but we do all have egg on our faces. Packers, Bears. We all picked the Packers. Look, man. If Detroit could get if Detroit had gotten their defense together early in the season, I feel like Detroit would have been. That would have been a team to watch because they 40 on Jacksonville, and I thought that was pretty fun.
Detroit scored the ball really well.
Really well.
They scored the ball really well. They were playing to Philly in week 1, and since then, even the games they lose, they could put up points. So they just have a hard time, you know, with the defense because they can't guard nothing, and their quarterback is Jared Goff. So that's that.
I mean, Jared Goff is part of the reason why they're putting up points. He's throwing the ball this season very well. I mean, he has 3,000 passing yards this year, bro.
Yeah, right?
He has 3,000 passing yards this year, bro. Like,
bro, I watched the games. Jared Goff did throw 3,000 yards. He threw a sideline pass to DeAndre Swift, and he ran for 40 yards every play. So, but yeah. He has 2,000 yards, sure.
I mean, he's still throwing the ball, so I'll give him his yards.
He's better than Joey Harrington, so it's okay.
The Vikings. He said who? He said who? Oh man, the Vikings and Jets game was a little too close for me. It was a little too close for me, but it still was a good game to watch. I watched that one. So how do we do the points for Washington and New York? Nobody got that right because nobody won, right?
Nobody got it. We just skip that one.
Yeah, it's just a wash.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give everybody a point for winning, even though nobody wins.
No. I gotta say, RP to King Henry. What a trash week he had this week. He went up against Philly.
Like the man didn't die. He just had a bad game. Oh man, Mo's heartless. Like man.
He went against Philly and lost. Broncos country couldn't ride for some reason against Baltimore, even though Baltimore didn't have a quarterback. Look, I gotta ask this question.
Jesus Christ!
But I gotta ask this question. I gotta ask this question: is Russell washed, or is he going through something psychologically that we're not paying attention to?
So hold on. I'm going to answer that question in a second, but I need you to understand the hypocrisy of your question.
There's no hypocrisy. I'm just asking a question.
No.
It's a question.
No. Here's the hypocrisy in your question.
Go.
Your name is What?
I know what you're about to say, bro. Because I definitely asked the question the way I asked the question because I know I was gonna catch. It's bait. I dropped the bait and I'm like, watch Wetson take the bait. But go ahead.
Okay, so I took the bait because how are you asking that question? Is Russell washed? Is he going through something psychologically? Is something going on? Meanwhile, there's a motherfucker right there in Tampa Bay whose life is literally falling apart. But every week you come in here and slander him every chance you get. Win, it's like, okay, you didn't beat nobody. Lose, wash. So it's like, if that's the case, then keep that same energy for Russell, bum-ass Wilson.
Okay. It's capped.
Your turn.
It's capped. So he's washed to you. Jake, that's your former quarterback. How do you feel about it?
So I read an article a couple of weeks ago about if Russell. They asked the same question basically: was Russell nothing without Pete Carroll? And look at what Pete Carroll's doing with Geno Smith, and look what Russell Wilson's not doing with Pete Carroll. So I think Russell Wilson, in my opinion, is 80% washed. I think there's a chance that he might come back. The thing that's blowing my mind is the Denver Broncos. If they averaged like 20 points a game this year, would have been like 11-2 or something crazy like that. So, yes, Russell Wilson.
So I'll say this. I answer the question. No, he's not washed. In all of this, right? What I think in all of this, what I think we're missing, right, is the fact that when the Broncos organization, just say y'all didn't want me yelling. Oh my gosh. I'll say this. When the Broncos organization got their current head coach, they got their head coach in the hopes that they were going to be able to steal Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay organization. That was the reason they got that guy. I'm going to ask you this one question to both of you. Is it a possibility that coaches and players and sometimes quarterbacks don't mesh?
100%.
That's very much possible because if you look at a bunch of the different coaches in the NFL, like for a long time we talked about Brady and Belichick as if like they're like, oh man, people say Brady's a system quarterback because of the system in New England, and people say no, the system is because of Brady or it's because of Bill Belichick.
Somebody just answered my question, and you're going around the world to answer it.
If you shut up for 2 seconds, you will hear.
Just going around the world to answer the question, yes or no.
Let's try. Okay, let's try listening for a second. I'm giving you an example between because I'm giving an example of him, right?
Right.
You take like Rex Ryan for example. Rex Ryan took dumbass Mark Sanchez and made him look like he's something special. And then Mark Sanchez went, and I honestly have no idea where he went after the Jets. Because from the Jets, he was just like less than subpar. So it's very much possible that some coaches and quarterbacks don't mesh because coaches usually have a system in place or have an idea of how they want the team to run. And quarterbacks usually have the same thing as for the field goal. So it's very much possible. And in this case, I don't know if it's because of coach that Russell Wilson not performing, or if it's I don't know whatever's going on. I don't know if it's just like him not meshing with the coach. I think it's more than that. Go ahead.
Okay. So again, putting it out there that when they did go get this coach, they were hoping that they could steal Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay organization. It's weird to me that we're watching a Russell Wilson that's not even taking the chances that he used to take. Thank you. It's weird to me that we're watching a Russell Wilson that's not taking the chances that he used to take. This Russell that will scramble out of the pocket and make plays happen. I am not seeing that here. There's a chance that he might be washed, and we're not, because you are, Jake, you're the Seahawks fan. You watched Russell Wilson more than a lot of us did. Are you seeing? Have you seen the same person that you've seen all those years for you guys?
Absolutely not.
Right. You're not seeing him make the moves.
I don't see him scramble. His vision is just bad.
It's something is weird, right? And it's just, again, there's a chance that he's just done. He's done. There's also a chance that within the system that he's playing in, it's not giving skill set that the chance to flourish. So yeah,
isn't his head coach a rookie head coach?
I don't even know, because again, if you look at Josh McDaniels in what's it fucking called? Josh McDaniels. I honestly don't understand how that motherfucker keeps getting a coaching job, but you know what? Whatever. Derek Carr is not the best QB in the world, right? We all know that. He's not like the greatest person ever to play quarterback. But there were flashes last year, especially when they lost their head coach. He lost his number one receiver. And, the guy that was there coaching him up last year, you saw they basically made the playoffs. Who is banned and why? Wetson, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was
You
looking
look
at something.
you look sus right now. Anyways, there's a chance, right? There's a chance.
So Mo, I was really close to saying something, but I was afraid that you were gonna mute me and pick me off the thing. You said Derek Carr isn't like that good of a quarterback.
He's not.
But he beat you. He beat you in fantasy last week.
Doesn't fucking matter. He's still not a great quarterback. Like, listen. Again, Anthony, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna say this: Taylor Heineke's not a great quarterback, but guess who he has beat? If you look at his resume of beats, he beat Aaron Rodgers, he beat Tom Brady, he beat was it the Cowboys or the Eagles? He beat the Eagles. Listen,
can we all say that the Washington football team is amazing? Everybody right now.
Fuck yes, we can definitely say that.
It's the Commanders. It's the Commanders.
It's the Washington Commanders. Get that right. Left hand up. Where did I stop?
Wow. This guy's disrespectful. Somebody should get rid of him.
Right.
Disrespectful.
Cleveland. And you know what's funny about us picking Cleveland against Houston? We all did because what's his name came back. But if you watched that game, if you saw the highlights of that game, it took a while. And they didn't win that game because of Deshaun Watson. My take on Cleveland is going to be funny. I feel like they should have, because they're not in a winning situation. I mean, you do want to see the quarterback that you spent all that money play. He has to play. He has to make some of that money. So I've just kept him on the bench and let Jacoby finish the season.
I mean,
I would have done. Cleveland did not win that. Cleveland's defense won that game for him.
Facts. He was a non-factor in that game.
That's true. But also, you say we picked that game because Deshaun Watson was coming back. No, we picked that game because they were going against Houston.
And because they were playing. But also think about this. Though. Did you think when you saw the scores in the first half or in the first quarter that, oh my God, what did I fucking do? I was like, there's no fucking way right now. And then the defense came alive and they won that game. So
to add on to what Watson said, I didn't pick it for Watson. I picked Cleveland because Nicholas Trubisky III.
And what happened to him?
Nicholas
he didn't do anything.
Yeah, nothing. And I solely believe it's because they wanted their number one, their QB1 to pass the ball. Seattle and the Rams. Jake, what happened, man?
Seattle barely won the game. That was bad.
What the fuck happened, bro?
That was bad. We almost lost to our run defense is atrocious.
That's understood. Okay, that works.
I know what Jake. I feel like Wetson is about to just clown Seattle for a second. Anyways, Miami and San Francisco. What the fuck, Wetson? What happened to being fins up, man?
You should tell me. I don't know, bro. I have no idea what happened because I thought the two. What do you call them again?
Who?
What's his name?
Tua the Goat Vailoa. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Did he get hurt that game as well? He did get hurt. I mean, Jalen Waddle, all of the weapons were non-factors. San Francisco's defense is legit, and honestly, they're very scary moving forward. If Jimmy G didn't get hurt, that would be the scariest team in the NFC right now.
No, it wouldn't be because the problem with the Niners is the fact that Jimmy G is still Jimmy G. When in doubt, he would definitely throw the game away.
But they still hung 33 over the hot Miami offense. The hot Miami offense didn't do anything against that team. That defense is scarier.
Tyreek Hill still did Tyreek Hill. Hill still had
146 yards and a touch. Yeah, he did that. And that's fine. I feel like San Francisco's defense will let someone get off to cover everyone else. And they did.
Go ahead.
I mean, when a team is stacked, you usually just pick your poison. So they choose to let Tyreek, and then stop everybody else. and it worked.
That worked. What the fuck? Like, are the Bengals scary again?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Are the Bengals scary again?
So you checking the team I picked to win the AFC North?
Listen, hey, listen, don't do this. Don't do this. Cause hey, don't do this. Don't do this. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Okay.
I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking for clarity purposes. That's all. But continue.
I don't remember. That's what I'll say. I don't remember. But
Bro,
they
what you want to remember? You should work on the memory. Maybe go back and watch old episodes. Maybe find some screenshots because
they showed up though. They showed up against Kansas City, and I personally think this is a scary team now. I think
the Bengals have had the Chiefs number the past 3 times they beat them.
Right. Joe Burrow,
and I feel like the Bengals are finally getting healthy.
Correct.
So,
Chargers again.
The last 2 games, but you know.
So can we agree that the Chargers are kind of frauds?
They are frauds.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Dallas hung 30 points in the fourth, 33 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. But you know what? What's impressive about that game is not the fact that Dallas hung those many points in the fourth quarter. It's the fact that it took Dallas getting to the fourth quarter for them to really win. In the third quarter, it was 21-19 or something. It was a close game.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Colts are trash, but the Colts blew up and just didn't know how to answer any of the questions Dallas was asking. And so
the problem with the Colts is they defrauded Matt Ryan because the same way you say Matt Ryan stole the money from them, they lied to Matt Ryan, and that's why he's in there now. That's why he's over here getting hit every other play, and he don't have enough time to throw the ball because they told him he was going to get an offensive line that will protect him and a stud running back that will carry the ball majority of the time. But now you guys give Matt Ryan to throw the ball 45 times to win a game, and now you get smacked.
Well, okay, that's fine. I don't care about Matt Ryan. I think he's washed Ryan. He's not Matty Ice. He's washed Ice. He's trash.
He's been on ice since the Super Bowl when he blew a 22-3 lead.
God fucking damn. Like, if I was a team owner or manager, there's no fucking way I'm looking at this guy's resume. Super Bowl 28-3 and saying, you know what, that is the quarterback for the future of this team.
28-3 at the end of the third quarter, nearly the end of the third quarter, like 2 minutes left. And somehow still lost. But yeah.
I'm saying fuck Irsay. I'm saying fuck our GM and fuck Jeff Saturday. He's new, but fuck him. Monday night.
Mo, keep going. I feel like you have a lot to get off your chest with this.
No, well, trust me, you missed that episode.
The last time Mo had a rant about the Colts, we got banned for a week. So
I'm good. And
I feel like I heard it, but didn't it was like a 35-minute rant about the Colts?
Was it really 35?
No, it was like 22 or 23 minutes of just Colts rant, like slander, and like I was like, damn.
Anyway, Jake, you and I picked New Orleans, and we were this close. We're this close.
We were close.
And that's fine. We were super close. Yeah. So Wetson, you got 10. Jake, you got 9. I got 8. Good job, Wetson. Good job.
Give yourself a pat on the back, Wetson.
Right. Okay. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay. Congratulations. Week 14 is upon us, and it starts with Vegas and the Rams. What you got?
Vegas.
Honestly, I think this is the toughest pick because you have an injured Rams team, and then you have a Raiders team that doesn't want to do anything, it seems like. So,
Right, that's not sure if they want to win or lose.
Just because I'm a Seahawks fan, I'm going to say Vegas.
You know what? Because I don't like myself a lot, I'm going to say the Rams. I'm an agent of chaos right now. I'm just going to go with the Rams. Oh, the Jets at Buffalo. Wait, who won the last game? It was who won the game?
Bills
Right?
Mafia.
Was it Bills?
Bills Mafia.
You're going Bills. Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm going to go with the Jets.
I'm going Bills because they're at home. I'm not that much of an agent of chaos. And I'm gonna take $2 on FanDuel and pick the Rams to beat Vegas. And then when I win, I'm gonna go on an extended vacation, and I'll be doing the show on the beach with sand in my feet. Cleveland at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Okay, I think we can.
The beach is right behind me.
All right, Wetson. Nobody asked you. Like nobody asked you what was behind you, bro. Did you pick? Are you picking Cincinnati?
Of course I am. Come on, man.
Houston at Dallas. I'm guessing we're all going Dallas.
Yep.
Unless one guy will become stupid.
I thought you were agent of chaos. I guess I'm the only agent of chaos right now. Weston, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to use your $2 to bet on Houston another week on the beach?
I could burn it and get the result.
Okay, Minnesota at Detroit.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I think just
because their defense cannot stop Jay Jennings from getting another 180 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a beast. He's definitely.
I'm gonna say
you know what?
Vikings.
You know what
Vikings.
sucks is that he's not in the talks of MVP.
Yeah, and that's crazy because Minnesota's what 10-2.
10-2, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacksonville at Tennessee. You think King Henry's gonna bounce back, Weston?
King Henry's back. King Henry's coming back that game.
Tennessee, yeah.
Oh, I thought Jake was gonna be the agent of chaos right here, man. Come on.
No. I'm not.
How about you doing, Jacksonville, Mo?
Oh, I'm good. I've already done it. I picked the Rams on Thursday night rather. So that's something. That is something.
Okay.
Philly at the Giants. This game is important for New York. Who you got?
That is a beautiful game. I got Philly.
Philly all the way.
Come on, Mo, pick the Giants.
I kind of want to though.
He will because from where he's from, New Jersey, so it's okay.
He's from DC actually.
You are more New York than me, Wetson. So I don't even know this.
I am. I'm definitely more New York than you, but I'm still not picking a New York team.
I picked the Giants though. I picked the Giants.
Okay.
Baltimore with no quarterback at Pittsburgh because Lamar's hurt for 1 to 3 weeks. That was what they said.
I'm going to say Pittsburgh.
I'm going to say Baltimore.
See, I told you I was the only agent.
I'm the only one in the sense. So,
I'm going Baltimore, so because that's the team I picked to win the AFC North. Please win the AFC North. Just so Weston can't talk shit about. Huh?
No, that's not gonna happen, bro. What I tell you, first of all, I think this past couple of weeks by leaving your phone alone when we're not talking football. I'm like, you know what? He's busy. I'm running around. Let's just leave it alone. But if Cincinnati wins the AFC North, or even remember it looks like they're going to win the AFC North. Yeah, you might as well put your phone do not disturb or block because
it's going on do not disturb at the end of the season. Let's just know that. Kansas City. If we're not talking about doing the show, don't hit me up. Kansas City at Denver.
Denver country. Let's pick Kansas City.
Okay, I just went ahead and filled Kansas City for everybody, so don't worry about it. Tampa Bay at San Francisco. Well, you know where I'm going. Frisco.
49ers. Yep.
Wetson,
It
don't
sucks, man.
pick your guys, man. Pick your guys, bro. They don't have a quarterback, and you have the GOAT on your team. So come on.
All right, let's get to Bay.
Let's go. I love it. Carolina.
Oh, come on!
Let's go. You got to pick somebody right here. Oh, I love it. Look, Wetson, pick the upset. Pick the upset.
I have to do a break I don't pick this game. This is trash.
Picking this game. All right, let's move on, Jake. Miami at the
You already know who I'm going to pick. It's okay.
Oh yeah, that's not a question. Miami at the Chargers.
Miami, and I'm going to pick Carolina.
You would pick Carolina. Oh my goodness.
I like North Carolina barbecue, and Seattle got nothing to offer, like nothing at all.
So are you picking?
Yeah.
No,
are you picking
they have pumpkin spice coffee. Come on now.
Are you picking Miami, Jake?
Jay, your basic is showing.
No, trust me.
Do you remember the joke I told
I
you?
used to think pumpkin. No,
spice?
hold on. I used to think pumpkin spice was bullshit till I tried it, and I promise you, I'm like, yo, it's my thing now. I am a pumpkin spice drinker.
Mo.
You know what you get me for Christmas? A Starbucks gift card so I can get my pumpkin spice latte this season.
Mo. Your basic is showing. Your basic is showing.
I don't care. I like pumpkin spice lattes. Latte me, please.
Oh, God. Okay, by the way, Mo, do you think that? Cut that clip out. I like pumpkin spice latte. Please send it to me. I will pay you for it.
Okay. You owe me a bottle. Like, don't pay me for shit. You owe me a bottle, my guy.
I have your bottle, dude. I have your bottle.
All right. Oh, you try.
I have your bottle, bro.
Pick it up.
I told you. I got you, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna come pick it up.
What's
I can pick up. I'm gonna come pick it up when I pick up my soup.
What's it? Remember pumpkin spice trash bag scented?
Probably smells good.
Oh,
New England,
No,
or Arizona.
But I'll tell you afterwards. It's okay.
No, it's fine. New England or Arizona.
I hate having to pick this.
New England.
Wetson, you're picking New England, right?
I'm picking Arizona.
Damn it!
Wow.
Right? It's super wild.
Someone's a hater.
I am gonna pick
Jake, you pick your trash ass team no matter what they do. I pick because I want to win.
I'm picking New England with Jake.
How come you can't make this kind of picks in fantasy football? You'd actually be like winning it.
Oh my God.
Okay, Jake. Did you just drop your team or you just want to sleep and let the computer do it for you?
That still fucking offends me. I swear. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That still fucking offends me. How the fuck did you pick that team? How, bro? Like, seriously. Next year. Hey, Wetson, next year the rule gotta be you gotta draft your team, bro. Like
100%. Next year, I'm going to be a dictator of a commissioner.
You gotta draft your fucking team. I sat up all night I sat up all night, putting pieces on the board for Jake to just pick up players, computer picks.
Jake knocked out in some nerds program from some nerds in Silicon Valley who was the algorithm that picked for him is giving the best absolute record in the league after Pierre.
Hey, I entered the Matrix and I nailed that shit and I got the freaking best team.
Oh yeah, I'm winning in fantasy. No, motherfucker, you know who's winning? Hadid from Silicon Valley. He's winning. Because he was the code.
That's not your pick, bro. Some dude. Yeah, you're right. Some dude that programmed that shit won.
I'm sick of most of his nonsense, but now I'm sick of you from a fantasy like you did something. You didn't do anything.
I'm so happy that he's not sick of me no more. Anyways, let me call out the picks. I got the Rams, the Bills, Cincinnati, Dallas, Minnesota, Tennessee, the Giants, Baltimore, Kansas City, San Francisco, Seattle, Miami, and New England. Wetson, Vegas, Bills, Cincinnati, Dallas, Minnesota, King Henry, Philly, Baltimore, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Carolina, Miami, and Arizona. Jacob, Vegas, the Jets, Cincinnati, Dallas, Minnesota, Tennessee, Philly, Pittsburgh, Kansas City, San Francisco, Seattle, Miami, and New England. Those are the picks for next week. I can't wait to do the show again next week. Thank you for watching. Those of you that are going to be listening on the podcast, thank you for listening, and we will catch you next week for all new episode of Earth2 Sports Talk, and we are going to do the thing where we pick fantasy. Oh wow!
By the way, Mo, right before we end the show, the show is called Earth2 Sports Talk with Weds and Mo. Nobody in here is named Weds or Mo. But continue.
Oh, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Play ball.
There you go.
There it is. There's a winner. Look at that.
Back. Good. We have a chance.
Showdown.
Yankees 12, Red Sox 11.
He's gone. He couldn't go all the way.
No hay arquero. ¿Quién le pega? ¡Golazo!
Really go. I have to come back to talk shit about the United States men's soccer team.
Oh no! I was just saying, guys, come listening.
And how they shit the bed at the World Cup. Every year, the United States soccer team shits the bed at the World Cup. Every fucking year. But every year, every time the women go, they win a championship. When will the United States men live up to the women? Probably never. Because they're going up against better. Go ahead.
Okay. The thing with the U.S. and the soccer team is the fact that
football.
Yeah. No. Okay. Let's think about that. But anyway, the United States only excel at games only they play. Like that's the game. Those are the games they excel at. Only they play football, and so they excel at that.
Baseball,
basketball, and guess what? Basketball now, half the players in the league now come from overseas because we're like, because now they say, we gotta bring those guys here, because otherwise, if we keep leaving those guys over there, they're gonna beat us. They're gonna beat us if they got points. So that's what made everybody over here. So U.S. cannot win at sports that that other countries play, because those other countries, like if you watch them, those guys are fans. Those guys live and breathe the sport. Like these people when it comes to soccer, that is life. Like companies know that during World Cup, their workers are going to be taking time off. They know it's a different life over in most of the countries when it comes to soccer. The U.S. on the other hand, they don't take soccer seriously, so they're never going to excel. Especially the men, because if you look at the men, if they want to excel, you know what they would do? They would put LeBron at midfield and let him direct the game. You know what they would do? They would take Carl Anthony Towns and put him as a goalkeeper because he can just stretch out his arm and block every kick. So they're not serious about soccer. They're putting a bunch of guys that who like 5, 6, 5, 11 who couldn't play other sports. Like they're shit running around in the cardio.
I'm just trying to imagine LeBron James playing center forward or like playing midfield, attack midfield, right? Or center midfielder. I'm just trying to, because that would be his position. If we're being very honest, that would be his position. And RIP Kobe, but I think Kobe would play number 9.
Of course he would.
I think Kobe would be your number 9. Jordan would be a number 10, like a Messi, which is kind of crazy because Jordan would be scoring goals, right? As opposed to Messi, as a number 10, you're supposed to be a facilitator and you can attack. But I feel like Jordan would be playing number 10 and scoring.
Yeah. So, like, you look at it as a goal. Can you imagine Derek Henry running down the field, running at you?
Nah, you gotta put Derrick Henry at central defense, because like he was stiff. He just needs to stiff arm somebody. Like anytime somebody's coming, just put your arm out.
So I'm saying, imagine you're Thiago Silva or you Neymar, and you running, and who's coming at you to stop you? Derrick freaking Henry.
Yeah,
like,
I believe you though. I think my way of for United States to excel in football is to do what the French do. Like honestly, you know what the French do, right? Where they create these
Yeah, this
academies,
is
right?
Nigeria and get all their guys.
Bro, that's
But,
what I'm
but,
saying.
but,
I feel like if the United States started putting out academies, right, and then they would be recruiting players from Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, like
yeah,
they would start. They would. It, you would be watching United States soccer team, and it would be men like Front Henry. Like the fuck, nigga? You mean Henry? No, Henry. Nigga barely speaks English, but he plays for the United States. Are you fucking kidding me? That
bro. But okay, for example, right? For example, look at baseball in the U.S. for example, right?
bruh.
Look at the demographics in baseball. You know why? Because they would lose to every single South American country if they didn't go and get every single one of those guys and bring them up here.
No, dead ass.
So
And you know what's funny? When we play the Worlds, because I think there's a World's Championship, right? For baseball, it's the World
yeah,
Baseball Championship. We are playing with players like Mariano Rivera. Like the fuck, why doesn't he go play for Cuba? Those niggas play for the United States. Look, they honestly the same. You just put it out there. The same way they take care of those players in baseball is what they need to start doing. Because I
yeah,
just feel like homegrown American talent is fine. Because the Americans want to prove that they can grow their talent, like say
they can't.
the English would
They
do it.
can't.
Because the English are doing
They
it
can't.
without big stars, without big name stars, or not rather not
But the
big name
thing is,
stars.
though,
They're doing it without recruiting players. But again, as you said earlier, this is a game that they play. This is a game that they breathe. This is their number one game is football, and then everything else, cricket, rugby. You know, it goes down the line.
exactly.
In America, it's NFL, basketball, baseball, golf, and then
Everything
women's
else,
soccer.
it's everything else. Hockey,
Yeah,
right?
women's soccer. Yeah, hockey, women's soccer, and then men's soccer. Because this is again why the women are progressing at a faster rate than the men. Is that as much as sexism exists, in this country, it works to their advantage because the men don't want you to play any of the other sports. They'll let you play soccer. In the other countries, more money goes into the men's soccer organization than it will go into the women's soccer organization.
Of
But in
course.
the United States, there's a way to funnel a lot of interest into women's soccer because colleges, they're like at least the colleges. There's some serious college soccer competition in the United States, and it's crazy that it's women that is dominating in that area. So I think
Yeah,
there's a lot of things because every World Cup it's like, oh, we'll come, we'll get them, and then you go get these guys like Pulisic that are in England and all of these. This is a shame. This is a shame. They have more trophies
it's
than the
not.
men. They have more trophies than the men, more gold medals than the men, and nothing to show for it in terms of pay. Look, and then they go get players like
But
Pulisic.
but but
Pulisic is a
but
good.
sadly though, like, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I was saying Pulisic is a great player in America, but he's a bench player in Europe. He doesn't even start in
Yeah.
fucking Europe, but that's your captain here. You see, that can. I'm sorry. I'm done.
No, you're right. And the things, unfortunately, I was gonna say about women's soccer is the fact that you know how you mentioned that in other countries, like they put more money to men's soccer than they do women.
Correct.
In America, in America, they try to funnel more money into women's soccer because they're better than the men. But the problem is that's why the women are so much better out here than the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world is like, yo, we don't need women to play soccer. We need the men to play soccer.
Correct.
When America go get like one or two players from overseas, you're like, oh yeah, I'll get a bench guy and make him a captain, stuff like that. It doesn't work because guess what? Like you get somebody like it's not homegrown. For those guys, it's homegrown. It's their life. It's their way of life. Soccer for them is not a game. It's a way of life. So for them, like yo, when you get those guys, so they believe in what they're doing. They believe like it's almost patriotic for some of those guys. As opposed to America, you got a guy over here, you get a guy from whatever country. You say, oh, come here, come play soccer for us. They know America don't care about soccer. So guess what? When they come in, they're like, yo, give me a check, and I want to be called here for 90 minutes. That's it.
Right. They just come. You come to America to get a check. It's funny how you said that. For a lot of people overseas, it's like what they do and what they breathe. It's the same thing when a player like Derek, Arian Foster used to say, like, when I was in college, I used to eat oodles and noodles. I didn't think I was going to make it to the NFL. When in America, players for football and basketball, like, you have kids that are hungry, are starving, and all they want to do is make it to the National Football League or the National Basketball Association. They're not saying, oh, let me try to make it to MLS. Like, none of these kids are excited to go play soccer because, for one, there's no, like, I feel like there's no, it's weird how America is always tries. To me, it's the only time America tries to generate interest for soccer is during the World Cup.
That's it. Because you know why? It's not even because of interest in soccer. It's because of, they know in America. You look at the demographics in America, right? Between African Americans, between Hispanics, Hispanics in the country, and then all the people from Europe. If you look at all that, all those people, they're really bringing their culture here, and the culture involves loving soccer. So during the World Cup, America's like, this is about TV ratings. So they want to watch it.
Exactly. Because you're gonna get people that are going to go to bars to watch the World Cup, and you're gonna. So this is for America. It's about ratings. It shows.
It's about rating and money. Because guess what? The amount of people, like, okay, I was up in what do you call it? Hollywood last night. Hollywood, in South Florida. I was up there last night, and I went to a bar to watch the game. When I tell you the amount of people lined up there, I'm talking all colors, all kinds, men, women, children. Like, well, not children, but like, it's like even like young kids, older ones. Everybody's there, like, it's like to watch the game. It's like, and you look at these people, you're like, the only time you see people like that, like in American sports, is what, like the Super Bowl, maybe.
NBA Finals. It's big games, but like this is the World. So what I'm saying is, like, this is the World Cup. This is the world stage. At some point you should say to yourself, we need to stop embarrassing ourselves. That's it. Yeah. Like, you are this. Again, the only reason why I feel like I can really paint a picture on America is because, like, they do this every 4 years. They come out and they make this noise, and then they go to the World Cup and embarrass everybody. It's called soccer. Like, not at the fucking Cup where this is their sport. It's not your sport. So stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Stop being embarrassing.
That was wild to me, bro. I'm like, all right. How are you doing this when you haven't earned the right to do that? You haven't earned the right.
No, you haven't. You haven't. You to do that, you have to win, and you haven't done that.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a way. Just the same way there's an outreach for baseball, there's an outreach for boxing, there's an outreach for football, basketball. I think there needs to be a way to do an outreach for soccer. Because it's funny though that we're talking about it. Do you feel? Would you believe me if I told you soccer is about?
Right.
Would you believe me if I told you soccer is looked at as a white sport?
Yeah, I definitely believe you because that's what That's wow. America's a Florida of planet Earth. I just saw a comment. Okay, here's my problem with this comment, sir. I'm currently in Florida, and I can't say it's too loud because Floridians might hear me, and I might not make it back home. So, thank you, bro.
Just don't repeat it, bro. Don't. So I just feel like there needs to be a way to, like, inject excitement outside of
the thing is though,
the World Cup.
But the thing is though, and without getting too deep into this, though, the reason why America is not going to do that is because if you look at majority of the people who play soccer, they are not American. So if America was pushing soccer, they will not put those people. They will basically be elevating those people because America, like basically, America loves their
Don't
athletes.
say that. You know what you are, bro. I get your point. Don't finish it. Don't finish it. Don't finish it. don't finish your point. Don't finish it. But no, I just want to come back to talk shit about America losing. Anyways, I think we we do this every time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we will catch you next week on another episode of Earth2 Sports Talk.
Play ball.
There you go.
There it is. There's a winner. Look at that.
Back. Gone. We have a chance.
Showdown.
Yankees 12, Red Sox 11. He's gone. He couldn't go.